YouTube. What's going on? What do we got over here? We got some clothes hanging action. Don't look at those. Those are my briefs. Anybody else hang a clothesline? What do you use? Actual string or what? What do you guys use? I use duct tape, D-U-C-T tape, and I spin it around and I like this. And I don't know, it just seems to have like a more, I don't know. Anyways, I guess it all depends on what truck you have, right? Because, let me turn the TV off here. Watching a little American Greed. You know that one? American Greed. Anyways. I'm on the side of the 80 right now doing a load check, right? You gotta do that load check. And this company here, they, you know, periodically they'll look into your system and make sure that you're doing it. So, you know, and listen, every good flatbedder should be doing a load check anyways. And depending on what you're loaded with, you probably want to be doing it, you know, sometimes a load will require a load check every couple hours, right? Really. But not this one. This is some pretty simple stuff going on here. Let me turn the, oh dear. Well, you didn't have to go do that, driver's lounge. You didn't have to go scaring us over here. Holy, turn the light back off. Okay, sorry. No, but yeah, I on my way to Mason, Michigan, and I'm gonna get loaded up with some more steel. Just making a coffee right now. That's what's left of this morning's coffee. I'm vlogging. Had a coffee this morning. Yep. Went over here, went over there, went over to here. That's where I'm to. That's where I'm to. But what was I going to say? I had a situation this morning, right? So I go to get empty, go to deliver, right? And I've got real simple load, and I'm getting reloaded out of the same place. So it involved a crane, and you know, I don't know if you guys have ever unloaded or loaded a steel bar with a sling, but like not a cloth sling like you're probably thinking, but they take each individual bundle and they take a metal sling, we'll call it. I'm going to call it a sling, but essentially it's just metal cable that's in a circle, right? And they fit it around the bundle. And they put one on one end and then they put one on the other end. And they do that for each bundle, right? And then they bring the spreader, the crane with the spreader on it, and then they'll hook up 4 bundles at a time to these, you know. So it's a pain in the ass because the bundles get loaded, squeezed together, and of course you got to put a bulkhead in because, you know, these bars, as soon as you stop, they want to slide forward. So of course every bar now is butted right up to the bulkhead. Well, pretty hard to get a steel cable around the bundle so you got to literally take a pry bar and pry them all off the individual bars off the bulkhead, and then you got to, you know, they're all squeezed together, so you got to move each bundle around. So you only need like half an inch to an inch to get that cable slid up over the bundle, right? So anyway, it's a process, and typically, depending on how I'm feeling, right? Sometimes I'll just be like, meh, you know what? It's their job, right? It's their job. They can handle it. But today I got out on the trailer and I went ahead and helped this guy out, right? I don't look for a pat on the back. I'm not looking for a good job, driver's lounge, or any of that bullshit. But what I would appreciate is, you know, when I'm out there giving a guy a hand or whatever, that, you know, he does his part to just make sure that, like, I'm being taken care of. And what does that entail? Well, how's he going to take care of you, DL? No, not that way, you sick fuckers. But look, we're reloading out of the same place. How about, like, just make sure that, you know, that goes seamlessly, and I get going down the road. Well, he gets me. I'm getting loaded with 5 bundles, right? And I get everything, boom, 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 and I'm cranking down on my last winch, and a young lady pops out of the office and says, "Can I get on? Do you mind if I get on the trailer and just to make sure that everything's tickety boo?" And I said to myself, do you think maybe that they probably should have checked and made sure everything was okay prior to me securing this load? Maybe prior to loading it onto the trailer? Do you think that they could have done their due diligence, right? And rather than say that, right, because typically that never ends well, what I said was, absolutely, help yourself, right? The door's open at the front of the trailer. Get after it. Okay, thank you very much, she says. And away she goes. And what do you think she said? What do you think she said after she got on the trailer and looked at the bundles? "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We have to take these 2 bundles off. You've got 2 bundles are wrong." And, you know, at that point, I really got upset. You know, I really did. I got upset because I'm thinking to myself, ow. I'm thinking to myself, right? Give me a second. I'm heating up some water here. I'm thinking to myself, what in the tarnation is going on here? Right? And, you know, here I am helping this guy out, and he just slops on like literally 5 bundles. You get 3 right. And I go to look at the bundle. I said, how do you know they're not the right ones? Like the guy who put them on here, you know, maybe they are the right. Well, she goes, no, you see your load number is 602, and you see the tags on them. They say 602, and these 2 say 604. I said, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Really? The guy couldn't see that it was 604? I mean, even I looked at the tag and said it says 604, but I just assumed, you know, it was a combination of, I never loaded out of this place before. I don't know I don't know how they do things. Right? For all I know, 602. And then what do you say? Hey, hold on. Hey, buddy, you got 604 on here. And they're like, yeah, it goes with the load. I mean, like, what are you meddling in my business for, right? You're the driver. Just do your driver job. I'll do my job. So, listen, I'm not one to jump in there. So anyways, unless I see something that's blatantly obvious, right? Obviously. So I was perturbed. I was perturbed. And here's this young lady, you know, I'm sorry, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, it doesn't end there, because at this point now, they have a building where I'm getting loaded, and they have a warehouse down the street. And the 2 bundles, you guessed it, are down the street. And not only that, but they can't get the bundles inside the building until they move, like, I don't know what it was, 10, 12 bundles that are on the floor in front of the bay door where they're going to back it in, because they got to crane it in. They can't, there's no forklift operation there. So, you know, so there I am getting paid to sit around and wait for these guys. It was like 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. By this time, there's 2 trucks that are waiting for me to get out of the way. You think, well, I'd be damned if I'm gonna like run around and you know, like a chicken with my head cut off and okay, like, you know, of course, once they got their shit together and they got the bundles on there, they're all like, okay, you're good to go, okay, you know, we got 2 trucks waiting. Yeah, I see you got 2 trucks waiting. Is that a me problem? Right? Is that a me problem? Like, I'm not gonna intentionally drag my feet, but don't get all under my you know, don't get all up in my business now, you know, because you gotta, you know. I don't know what's going on out here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I have no idea. You know, I mean, it's a damn good thing that this kind of shit don't happen every day, right? Because, like most of us, I have a very low tolerance for bullshit. And unfortunately, it really just does, it does seem like there's more and more bullshit out here. Yeah. So, I want to just say that, and I wanted to preface this video with some current stuff going on. I wanted to vlog, because everybody seems to want to hear what these drivers are doing. And I'm tuning into I'm tuning in a little bit Irish cream, maybe, huh? A little Irish creamer, not booze. Get your head, maybe caramel macchiato, a little caramel chocolate macchiato. I'm watching. I get a notification. Trucker Richie Rich, eh? I don't know. You guys watch this guy? He's such a fucking doughhead. He really is. And he's so full of shit. He really is. So he titles the video, I Quit Trucking, right? Like, I know you're a truck driver, and I know before that you were a security guard. So I know you're I'm not trying to be, but when you say something, I quit trucking, that's a definitive statement, right? That's not saying I am about to, or I'm thinking of, or I'm on my way, or I'm thinking I might, or that's I quit trucking means you are out of trucking. I quit. Right? So he puts this fucking clickbait shit up there. So I click on it because I'm like, about time. About time. You know, let's get all the fucking truck drivers that aren't really truck drivers, let's get them the fuck out of here. And then, like, the rest of us can go about our business and start making some money. That's what I'm thinking, right? So I'm kind of like, I'm foaming at, I'm like, ooh, let's go, right? You're out. Perfect. Never liked you anyway. I mean, keep in mind, this is the same guy that told everybody to use his fucking driver code to go over to Swift, right? And then once he got some fucking referral bonuses, he came back on and said, I hope nobody went on to be a lease operator. I hope everybody that I referred to go over here, I hope you guys are company drivers, because this fucking place sucks. Literally, like, we're talking 2 weeks later. So I'll tell you how much respect I have for somebody who acts like that. I mean, that, like, you know, that's the caliber of human being we're talking about here, right? That's the caliber of human being. So, anyways, so he goes on and on about, oh yeah, for sure, Irish cream, a nice little change. Typically, I just go with this action here. You guys down with this action? This is made with 100% cream, okay? When you read the ingredients, it says this. I'll tell you what it says. Ingredients. Where are you? Here we go. Milk, sugar, cream, locust bean gum for thickener. Hello? Hello? Hello, who's there? That's Tim Hortons double-double. Tim Hortons double-double calling. I'm here to provide you with the cream for your coffee. Okay, perfect. None of that fucking soybean oil, and as opposed to this shit here, what you know what's in this flavored creamer, that's not, there's no dairy in it. There ain't no dairy in it. Anyways, so getting back to this fucking dude, right? Getting back to this guy, Richie Rich, and he says, I'm quit trucking. Well, listen, you didn't quit trucking. And then he starts talking. You got to watch the video. Go watch the video. I mean, I'm just, we got to roll. He's going on about, give me a second here. He's going on about, I quit trucking, and then he says, well, and hey guys, if you see me still trucking in a year from now, like, you know, don't assume that, like, I'm you know, that I haven't, like, I'm not, you know, and it's like, oh, what are you talking about, man? Like, seriously, what are you talking about? You sound stupid. You are stupid. I know that you are stupid, right? And, but now you sound stupid. Now we have definitive proof that you're stupid. And, and I told him, you know, I'm not one of these guys to make a sock account and go into your fucking chat and talk about, you know, this and that. I literally said to him, I said, you sound stupid, and I'm gonna make a video about it, telling everybody how dumb you are. And he made a comment back and said, oh, I seen the video you made about because I made a video about his what was it? I forget. It was a video I made with regards to lot lizard video, right? And I said, he's a fucking pervert. He's definitely a pervert. All you have to do is watch that video, and you can see the underlying, like, you know, you can see when somebody is, you know, low key, they call it, right? Low key, down with that kind of activity. And so anyways, he goes and he said something, then he said, and I'm gonna make a video about it. It's like, grow up, dude, right? Grow up. But I don't appreciate when somebody says, I've done something, right? And what you've actually done is nothing. You've not done anything. Oh, you're going to do it? Do you know how many people say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that? Huh? Especially in trucking. All you have to do is ask this guy trucks. Right? All you have to do is ask this guy trucks. How many times did that guy quit trucking for good? Right? I'm out of here, to the point where he's telling everybody he's going to school and he's going to do this. And listen, it's an insult to those of us who are out here, right? Who are out here, you know, like me. I've been out here 20 years, right? And it's like, wow, you know, Richie Rich goes on to talk about, you know, I should have never stayed in trucking for 12 years. That was never the plan. Let's be truthful. Maybe it's the dishonesty of it that bothers me. You didn't have a plan, okay? You didn't have a plan. And so you're going on, and now trucking's awful, and, you know, you're talking all kinds of trash about trucking and truckers and making disparaging comments about how awful the industry is, and you're gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's the thing about Richie Rich, right? He's this guy. This is the kind of guy he is. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'm going to, start this big conspiracy RICO thing against certain companies. I'm going to. I have an investigation background. Right here, bud. Right here with your nonsense, your garbage, your bullshit. You got nothing. You got nothing. You work for elite security. You thought you're a cop. You're a cop wannabe, which speaks volumes about who you are as a person. And listen, you can come on YouTube and you can be anybody you want to be, buddy. Go ahead, be anybody you want to be. But I'll tell you one thing: there are some of us out here that can see through the bullshit, and you're full of it, man. And that's the thing about him, right? Go ahead and watch the video. Count how many times he says, I'm gonna do. You ain't gonna do shit. You're all talk. And that's what I told him in my comment. You're all talk, no action. You're all talk, no action. As far as I'm concerned, you're the type of trucker that, the sooner you get the fuck out of here, the better it'll be for us all. There's some truckers that came out of Prime that have some real integrity as human beings, not as truck drivers, not as, as human beings. Integrity. It means something, doesn't it? Doesn't it, folks? Isn't integrity, loyalty, integrity, morals, conviction, right? You got any conviction, Richie Rich? No, you don't. You're a mouthpiece. This is what you do all day, every day, to anybody who'll fucking listen to you. You don't like that? You don't like that, huh? You don't like to hear that, right? I know, you don't give a shit. You don't give a fuck about what anybody's got to say. Well, that's half your fucking problem. Because I'll guarantee you right now, I'm not the only one who said that to you in your life, right? I'm not the only person who's told you you're full of shit and you run your fucking cocksucker too much. You and this guy Trucks, you guys that get along like two peas in a pod. Wham, wham, wham. Cry me a fucking river and not do a damn thing about it. Oh yeah, here's the other thing here, this fucking inflated bullshit about, I stay at the Marriott. I stay at the Marriott, the 5-star. I eat steak and lobster for dinner. It's like, choke on it, right? Fucking choke on it, Richie Rich. You're a fucking tool. You're not just a tool, you're the whole fucking bag. You're a tool bag and a tool belt. Okay? That's what you are. You're a tool belt. And anyone who fucking believes any of your bullshit needs to get their fucking head examined. That's the truth, right? I'll bet you fucking dollars to donuts right now you ain't gonna be getting into anything federally, law involved. Okay, you ain't gonna, because they're gonna do a psychological exam on you and they're gonna be like, this guy's fucking out to lunch. Period. Point blank. End of story. You're out to fucking lunch. Okay, so. Oh, I can't wait to get a shave and get back in a suit and tie. Since when do fucking cops wear suits and ties? Huh? Oh, you're probably a fucking lieutenant or something, right? What kind of bullshit you gonna come up with now? If you want to shave, just fucking shave. You want to stay at the fucking Marriott, go stay at the Marriott. You want to eat steak and lobster, go have steak and lobster. Is that what you're doing right now? Fuck no, it ain't. Is that what you've been doing for the last fucking 6 months, year, 2 years? Fuck no, it ain't. But you fucking talk. You talk a good talk, don't you? So, I'll look forward to your rebuttal on this here YouTube. I'm sure you'll come up with something. And hey, you're an angry dude, right? You are. You're an angry dude. I can tell. I know your type. There's a few of you YouTubers on here that talk all composed and everything else, but every once in a while you can see it come out in you. It's that prepubescent child right? That comes out, you can see the kicking, the screaming, and the temper tantrum throwing. Oh yeah, you are not emotionally fucking evolved. That's for sure. All right, that's another thing about you. You try to do your best to hide it, but again, right? There are some of us that can see through that shit. You ain't fooling everybody there, bud. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this video. 25 minutes long. I tore into him pretty good. And he deserves it. Right? He's a grown man that fucking behaves like a child. And it's disgusting. It fucking is, man. I'm just so tired of it. It's all these fucking guys that come on here and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Like, who does that? Children. Children do that. Right? Tell us when you've done it and then come back and fucking let us know how you're making out. Right? Let us know. Fuck it. And instead of coming on here with your fucking driver referral code, right? Getting a bunch of vulnerable people, involved in a fleece program with Swift, then come on 2 weeks later and go, oh, sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. I mean, I didn't like the taste of it, right? I didn't enjoy my experience over here, but fuck. Hey, thanks for the referral. And I said it. That to me is the epitome of a piece of shit, right? So, choke on that. Choke on that. Have at it. And I guess that's all I really have to say about that. Let me know. Am I being too hard on the guy? Is there anybody else that sees what I'm seeing? Is there anybody else that agrees with the way that grown men and women should behave, right? And I'm not the end all and be all. I'm not the judge and jury and executioner over here. But I'm entitled to my opinion, right? I've said it before. I mean, that's why I come on here. I give you my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You think Richie Rich is the fucking best thing since sliced bread? Congratulations. That says more about you than it does about me, right? I mean, I like to surround myself with, like I said, people who have integrity. There's certain caliber of people that I choose to surround myself with, and he wouldn't be one of them. That's for damn sure. So, anyways, guys, we'll leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed and you're just seeing this for the first time, hit the subscribe button. It's not always this kind of video. There's a few other videos you can check out while you're here. Hit the subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Driver's Lounge over and out.